I want to continue talking about enforcing consequences. You know, it's necessary to be very clear about our expectations and consequences. Otherwise, we end up being wishy-washy, which sets up ongoing battles with our children. So here's an example of a mother who decides to do a better job of clarifying what she expects. Playing Xbox has become a problem for 13-year-old Michael and also 11-year-old Sam. They stay on way too long and then pitch a major fit when Mom finally coaxes them off. So she sat down and took some time to clarify what she expects. She came up with the following rules. You can play Xbox 2 nights a week, Tuesday and Thursday, plus Saturday. You must complete all daily homework and chores before you can play. You must set a timer for 45 minutes on weeknights and 90 minutes on Saturdays. And finally, you need to get off immediately and without fussing when time is up. She also took some time to think through the consequences for their failure to comply with these expectations. And I want you to know that we can use the negotiating skill to do this. It doesn't have to be unilateral. But in this case, because it's been such a problem, Mom came up with the following consequences. Her boys wouldn't be able to use Xbox at the next scheduled time. They'd lose the privilege for a week if they had 2 incidents during the same week. Well, she then had a meeting with her boys to communicate these expectations and consequences. She first stated the expectations and then asked her boys to repeat them back so she knew they were very clear, and it went something like this. Mom said, "Been thinking about your use of Xbox. It's been a real problem lately because you guys have a hard time getting off, and then you spend the rest of the night being grumpy and uncooperative. I want you to know Xbox is a privilege, and I want to share what I expect in order for you to continue to enjoy this privilege." She then went on to explain her 4 expectations as I shared with you, and then she said, "Michael, so what are my expectations when you use Xbox?" Michael said, "These are silly rules, Mom. I don't know why I can't spend more time if I've done my homework and chores. Most kids spend as much time as they like. Their parents aren't as mean as you and Dad." Well, Mom ignores the negative and persists. "Nevertheless, what are our expectations?" Michael says, "Mom, this is dumb." Mom says, "Dumb or not, we're only going to let you use Xbox if you follow our rules. Otherwise, the Xbox goes away. What are our expectations?" Michael, "I can't believe how stupid this is. Okay, I have to do my homework and chores before I can play." Mom, "Very good. You were listening to me. What else?" Michael, "Oh, brother, I hate this. We only get 45 minutes on weeknights and 90 minutes on Saturdays." Mom, "Great. Which weekdays can you play?" Michael, with some resentment in his voice, "Tuesdays and Thursdays. You think I'm stupid, Mom?" Mom, "No, I just want to make sure we're clear. What else do I expect?" Michael, "I have to get off immediately." "But Mom, that's a really hard rule. If I'm in the middle of a level, I can't just get off. I have to finish." Mom, "What is the rule?" Michael, "You don't understand, Mom. You haven't played. You don't know what it's like." Mom, "What's the rule?" Michael, "I have to get off immediately." Mom, "That is exactly right. Very good, Michael." Notice that Mom didn't get sidetracked into arguing with Michael. She ignored his drama. She persisted with her own agenda, reinforcing him whenever he stated what she wanted to hear. Well, we've got to expect that our children are going to complain about some of our expectations, that they're going to try to manipulate us into backing down, which is, hey, part of their job. It's a natural part of growing up. They do this by being angry, by pleading, by pouting, or anything that they know will hook us into giving in. But we have to trust our authority and continue to be firm and clear. So let's continue. Mom says, "Okay, guys, there is a consequence if you don't follow these 4 rules. You lose the privilege of using Xbox the next time it's scheduled. If you fail to follow the rules 2 times within a week, then you'll miss the Xbox for a full week." So turning to her other son, she said, "So Sam, what will happen if you don't comply with these expectations?" Sam said, "You already told us, Mom." Mom, I want to make sure you understand what will happen. Sam, Mom, I know what will happen. I don't have to repeat it. You just told us. Mom, true. I just told you. However, what will happen if you don't comply with these expectations? Sam, Mom, you're treating me like a 3-year-old. Mom, nevertheless, what will happen? Sam, we'll miss our turn the next time. Mom, exactly. And what if we have a problem on 2 occasions? Sam, we'll not to get to use it for a week. Mom, very good, Sam. I appreciate you repeating this to me so that we have a clear understanding. Thanks, guys. Again, Mom ignores the pushback. Her boys are expressing a natural frustration, disappointment. They're also testing to see if she'll back down. And if she gets hooked, she'll end up in an unproductive power struggle and lose her ability to enforce consequences. By sticking to her guns, she controls what she can, the family structure, and allows her sons to take responsibility for their own feelings and behavior. They'll handle not getting what they want. They'll learn to tolerate frustration. They'll learn to take responsibility for their emotions in the process. Well, it's true that Mom's taking a pretty hard line here. And she's doing so because this behavior has been a serious problem, and she's not done a good job in the past of clarifying her expectations and enforcing boundaries. You know, enforcing boundaries in such a way is kind of a tough love skill. And yet we can simultaneously establish order in our homes through enforcing consequences, and yet use other skills to build a nurturing climate and positive relationships. I don't necessarily recommend using this method to establish clear expectations in all areas of family life at once. Pick an area that's been a problem, then communicate your expectations and consequences in this particular area. Expand from there once you have some confidence in your use of this skill. As I stated earlier, consequences work best when imposed at a young age. As our children grow up and as they become teenagers, they need more latitude. In fact, we'll shift from imposing consequences to talking, and as I said before, even negotiating agreements. Most importantly, around issues of moral agencies, the choices that kids make about how to live their lives, they need latitude. Of course, we still have boundaries. We still have non-negotiable around behaviors that affect all family members, like chores and language and respectful behavior. But teenagers are learning to think for themselves, and they need the room to make their own decisions. Notice how we use limits and consequences not only to teach our children responsibility, but also as a way of taking care of our own needs as parents. Many expectations and limits are designed to help us parents meet our needs for a happy and a peaceful home life.